everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Dragoon. Let's talk to these people. You still say the same thing. Yeah, you look totally cool getting utterly decimated and not even landing a single hit on your opponent. Yes, we shall. Now you can actually exchange tickets for items here. Get Spirit Potions, which, restore 100 SP, Total Vanishings, and Healing Rain. Healing Rain is the best healing item in the entire game. It fully restores all three characters to max HP. But I never grinded for them here, though, because I never played the mini-games here very much. I'll show them all off, but I've never actually completed all the mini-games here, because I really, really suck at some of them. But I'll at least show them all off. And the only thing you get for winning the mini-games is more tickets, so it's not like you don't miss anything crucial or super important. But yeah, in this one, you throw balls at these monsters. It's not really hard, but I'm gonna get hit eventually. This is boring. Just hit me. I don't think you even get tickets for this one. Like, I don't know, maybe if you get a high enough score you will. but I don't think I've ever gotten anything from that minigame. Yeah, not really. I kind of deliberately ran into that. By the way, in order to actually move on, I believe you just need to play one mini-game, leave the screen, and then come back and talk to Lavitz. Actually, maybe we can talk to him now. Oh. No, not yet. I do want to show all these off. Yeah, I really suck at these types of games, by the way. It's really hard to follow these guys. It's mainly because of the graphics and the way they just kind of transparently run through each other and can kind of change direction at any point. I have no idea. I think it might be the one on the right. Oh no, it was the one in the middle. Yeah, I'm terrible at that game. Before we move on, actually, let's buy some tickets. I'll just buy 2. Because I think there's 3 more mini games. I know there's 2 at the very least. There might be a 3rd one. I usually don't even play all these. I'm just doing this to show them all off, because... yeah. They are kind of interesting. This is another type of game that I suck at. Yeah, they don't give you very much time to memorize the entire room. And no, you can't, like, wait, because the text is automatic. Well... I know this changed. I'm not sure about anything else, though. This? Ah. I don't either, Dart. Let's go play something else. When you're busy, you're just standing there doing nothing. I guess she just means she's busy thinking, contemplating the future. Okay, now for the one. This is probably the most interesting of all the mini-games. And I have never completed this, I don't think. You think with all the platforming games I play, something like this would be easy, but it's really not. Oh. It is so hard to even get past that second obstacle just because of how this works. Actually, I want to try that one again, because I think this is the last minigame. Because I have gotten further than that before. I think I've gotten about halfway through it. I might have even gotten close to the end before. Okay. Ah. You know, I kind of want to give that one a few more shots, honestly. I want to at least try to get past that. You know, I'll be back with... You know, I'll get some more... Never mind. I was going to say I'll be back with more tickets, but I don't really need to cut that because, yeah, I'm already right there. Let's at least try to make some progress through this. I want to at least get past that second obstacle. I was like, hey, it's Dran from Bale. I don't know if that's actually him, but oh, that was stupid. Did you see that though? I didn't even get touched by that thing. Like that's why this mini game is so hard. It's like the hit detection is so bad on it. If they couldn't do hit detection right on this, it makes me wonder how bad this game would have been if it was an action RPG. See, look, I stood up, and that thing was clearly off to the right of me, and yet I still got whacked by it. It's... This mini-game is so stupid, yet for some reason I want to try to get through it. At least past this one obstacle. If I don't do it within these 5 tickets here, then, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna move on, but I just want to demonstrate how stupid this mini-game is, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Unless there's some trick to it that I'm not understanding. See, look at that! That hits you! Even Dragon's Lair on the NES has, like, more believable hit detection than this. I don't know if more believable is the word, but, I mean, that game has got ridiculous hit detection, and yet this, I don't know. This is just bad. Like, it's obvious that very, very little time and testing went... into these mini-games, at least this one. You know, this would literally be easier to do in real life, because these things turn so slowly. This would not be hard to avoid. Considering their size, and how they don't really even move that fast, this would be really easy to do in real life. Oh, I made it! Okay. Alright. Whoa, I actually made it! Huh. Well, that's actually not so bad once you get past that first, the second obstacle there, but... Wow, okay, I was not expecting to actually complete that minigame. Alright. Well, I'm done here. I don't know if fun is the word I would use to describe it, but we had something. Well, that's definitely understandable. But then again, you know, Shana's light elemental, and I reckon the black monster is probably darkness elements, so, you know, she might actually be a really big help to you when you finally find him and fight him. Get revenge for your hometown and all that. This coming from the guy that doesn't really use Shana that much. If at all. Only really when I'm forced. See how much addition practice I got? 43. Well, that's also, oh yeah, I was also using Burning Rush against Drake. Yeah. Alright then. Hey, what's going on here? Wait, is that a Knight of Basil? Uh-oh. Back to Helena Prison, huh? Sorry about that. Oh, Haschel. Oh, I love Haschel. Seriously. I mean, taking down a dragon's pretty impressive. If I could defeat a dragon, I wouldn't really be worried about a bunch of soldiers. Hey, we got the epic hero music going on, so of course we're gonna save Albert. then, time for us to head on to Helena Prison. First, though, there's something... not really something I need to do, but something we're probably going to do along the way. Also, hold on a sec. Haschel has actually joined our party now. So, I'm going to swap out Rose. By the way, Haschel is the character I mentioned which basically surpasses Lavitz in every way, shape, and form. Sometimes I trade off between Haschel and Lavitz. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to use... I'm going to try to use Haschel and Lavitz evenly during this playthrough. I don't know, I might do a little off-cam grinding to keep them, keep them both caught up. I normally wouldn't do that, but there's actually something... there's a specific part of the game that I want Lavitz to be built up for. So I don't want him to, like, fall behind in his training and stuff. Okay, this right here is one of the most infamous special monsters in The Legend of Dragoon. It's called OO parts, and... what these things do is they will actually instantly kill a character and then they will run away. But thankfully, yeah, we can still defeat these using physical attacks. But they're still stupidly fast. And Haschel's first ever attack misses. Lovely.
Burning Rush!
Oh, here we go. Yeah. That monster sucks. Oh, hey, here is the enemy that we never encountered in the Shrine of Shirley. This is the Crystal Golem. I forgot these appeared here. I know they appear later on in a specific place on the world map, but I forgot you can encounter them here. They have quite a bit of HP.
Spinning Cane!
Also, whenever I look at these things, they look just like an enemy. They look like an enemy that would come right out of the Crystal Islands in Spyro Year of the Dragon. Like, I kind of just want to see Spyro just kind of run up to that thing and flame it. Although, considering its size... Yeah, considering the size of that thing, flame might not have any effect. He might have to charge it off a cliff. By the way, before we resume OO parts hunting, I want to briefly explain why Haschel is better than Lavitz in pretty much every way. Well, Lavitz has somewhat higher physical defense, but as you can see, Haschel has higher magic attack, he's got higher magic defense, which is one of the most important things, he's got higher speed, he has 20 more speed than Lavitz does, and also, since Haschel, I haven't targeted him in battle with anything yet, so you don't know this yet, but he's actually Thunder Elemental. Like, Haschel is the Thunder Element character, and since Thunder has no weakness, that means Haschel has no weakness. So, yeah, he is, and also, I will say that Haschel gets one of the most broken pieces of equipment in the entire game. He gets easily the game's most powerful weapon. Granted, that's much later on, but If you want to, like, completely overpower the in-game stuff, just build Haschel up, get that weapon, and just destroy everything, basically. I would say that Lavitz is a great character for, like, first-time players, though, because I haven't used his ability yet, but, Blossom Storm, the magic he learned when his Dragoon level hit level 2, that will cut all damage to all party members in half for 3 turns, so yeah, that can be really useful. Like, if you're struggling with a tough boss, then Lavitz can be really useful, you know, with Blossom Storm. And also, he's got fairly high attack power, too. Like, you know, it's like I think, like, what Lavitz lacks in magic defense, he makes up with physical attack power. That probably doesn't really make a lot of sense, but like, he's got weaknesses, but his strengths are also okay. And yeah, really, the reason I still use Lavitz, honestly, is just for old time's sake. It's like, I've always been a Lavitz user, you know, ever since I first played The Legend of Dragoon, and so, to this day, I still have him in my party most of the time. But on recent playthroughs, I have been using Haschel a lot more than Lavitz. And on this playthrough, I think I'm going to try to use them both. Also, come on, OO Parts, where are you? To be fair, I could wait until a little bit later to go after this thing, because there's a certain item that makes special monsters in general well, actually, it makes them extremely easy to kill, because even though total vanishings don't work on them, there is actually an item that, instantly kills all special monsters. The only drawback being they are extremely rare. But since OO Parts is one of the worst special monsters to kill, I don't know. I'm kind of debating just waiting till I get one, then tossing one at it. But then again, I've already put like 15 minutes into hunting this thing, so I kind of just want to find it and, you know, do it the hard way now. By the way, you know, I've always wondered what OO Parts meant. I was actually reading up on them just a little bit ago, and, apparently, OO Parts means out-of-place artifacts. Like, it's like OOPA, out-of-place artifacts. Huh. I never knew that. Oh, here we go, finally. Okay, let's see if we can kill it this time. Well, I didn't start off by using Can't Combat. That's a good start. Actually, I'm pretty sure these things are affected by magic, so yeah. Because I think this has a higher chance of hitting than physical attacks anyway. You know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use magic to take this thing down. I get a chance to show off Wing Blaster now anyway. But yes, Blossom Storm. Yeah, damage resists 50% during 3. It basically just means for 3 turns.
Wing Blaster!
Ah, shoot. Well, this isn't looking good.
Yes! Burning Rush!
Ah! You know what? Screw it. I'll be back with a death note. Alright then. Well, next episode, it's the return to Helena Prison. Oh, and don't worry, OO Parts. I'll be back. Ho ho ho, I'll be back.